overall problem. We keep talking above the real issues. We keep going after 85% of the people that are not that are not committing these crimes. That is who they go after in Annapolis. That's who they go after in Washington. We're not going after the 15%.
If you were in charge, what would you do? I don't mean to put you on the spot. Well, we just made you the emperor of Baltimore. What would you do? Well, I'd start by doing everything I could to increase the employment level of people, irrespective of what it took to do that. Because when people work, they have stable homes.
What the hell are they gonna make?
Right, you don't have the problems.
We don't make nothing here. Hey,
listen.
We don't make nothing here. We make everything in China. This thing was made in China, right? Made in China. We don't make nothing here.
Get rid of it, because that is another
We can't put two pieces of pipe together.
I hate to say that about Ron Smith's wife, but that's my comment on her. Politics for a moment. Governor Martin O'Malley is gearing up for a possible run for the White House in 2016. O'Malley tells the Washington Post that he can't waste time waiting for Hillary Clinton to decide if she'll run, saying that he needs to get started on the groundwork for a national campaign. What do you think about this, Sheila?
He already was going to do that. He's already been working and planning on that anyway. So, I mean, that's just buzzwords. But Martin has all intentions for the last several years going after running for the President of the United States. That's why the state, to some degree, has been neglected over the last couple of years. Look what's happening in our jails. Look what's happening with the medical system, and that's been created. So he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, look at how Washington, D.C.'s got their medical dispensary in Baltimore, hasn't it?
Yeah, what happened there?
He's too busy running for damn governor, our president, to take care of us sick people in Maryland. I think to myself.
What's going on?
So, as far as his message resonating with Democrats, I think he's done a very good job. I don't agree with it, but I think he's going to be more of a threat than people give him credit for.
The nomination is Hillary's. If she wants it with a snap of the
That's what they said in 2008.
Shit, let's hope so, because then they'll take further into Benghazi. You don't want to go to Benghazi. You want to go to the year before Benghazi, when she fainted. You want to find out why.
They shot down 2 of our drones.
That's what you want to do, America.
Now they had our technology a lot sooner.
She has Benghazi, she has the Obama administration, she has the Affordable Care Act. I want to know why the nomination is automatically Hillary Clinton's.
The recent polling in Maryland shows Hillary Clinton at the highest.
Polling is a snapshot of time. There's nothing to do with the presidential election.
Shoe bomb. Don't worry about people putting bombs in their shoe. Now they want to blow their shoe off.
Because here's the thing, you still have another 3 years of the Obama administration. You still have another 3 years of the Affordable Care Act, and she's not going to be able to decouple her hitch from that. She's not going to be able to. What about a Hillary?
What about him?
ticket? Well, I was watching one of the national news shows, and Greta Van Susteren actually suggested that. Which is rather interesting, given the fact that she's married to John Cole, who's one of O'Malley's biggest supporters. I think it really is not.
You know what he did to my state?
I think that's a strategy.
Mesothelioma
Just
is
a
a
thought
fatal
to John
disease
to fight
that's
with
only caused by exposure to asbestos.
We all knew that.
I got that.
So, when it's 11th of February,
Shipyard worker for 34 years,
2014,
man.
I'm watching Congress talk about sleep disorders. Pilot on sleep disorders.
I know something.
Now, you believe us? They're trying to control your sleep?
Shoe bomber.
Mr. and Mrs. America, am I reading this right? Wait a minute, come on. Pilots and controls with sleep disorders. That's where your tax dollars are going. While you're down there busting your balls for $15 an hour. I say to myself, listen to this guy.
Yield back about my time. On yields back.
Pilots to sleep disorders.
In closing, I'd like to again
And unions are necessary, you know. We
So
gotta
that's
have
where your
unions.
tax dollars is going, to control your sleep. That guy's
They're
from Iowa, New
necessary
Jersey.
evils. Just like Satan. Well, I don't want to get into that.
Oh, they're going to lose a lot of business this year. Wildwood, Ocean
Unions are
City,
necessary evil.
Atlantic City, all the beach resorts on the East Coast.
What about them?
If they don't reclassify this drug, they're going to lose a lot of business on the East Coast.
That's
Because if
fine.
I was 21 and a young adult, 21 to 40 or 50,
Yeah.
guess where I'd be going?
Colorado.
I think to myself,
I'd be going to
Colorado,
Colorado.
Washington
That's
State,
right.
Alaska, whatever I don't have to carry with me, I can buy it there.
That's right.
nice. Yeah, you don't have to worry about being in jail. You don't have to worry about being locked up. You know, you can go out and have a lot of fun. That's where I go, Colorado.
Yeah. You don't have to be a young guy, you can be an old guy.
Why, would you
like
go
me.
someplace
Yeah.
else? Hell no.
Go to Colorado.
I'm hoping Maryland does something this year with my dispensaries, with my medicine. But I know
Almost in March, and we ain't got nothing.
That's the next state. They're talking about disorders and sleeping in Congress. While people are waiting to get off work at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Well, it's quarter to after
February
11 on the 20th of February. Oh, it's my birthday. Happy birthday, man. Thank you. Who's on the tape recorder?
This guy's talking about water. California just went through a drought.
Oh, a little fish.
Well, they diverted the water in California from some valley where we grow our vegetables and shit because of a little fish, a smite. Fish, some kind of smith. Fish. I don't know if America was watching that Hannity show, but he disclosed it. You have to watch it, send over the tape. So that was all political bullcrap. We had to go to Mexico to get our lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise. I don't know about the mayonnaise. All our fruits and vegetables. There's no restrictions on what they put on Mexico. Unless we're sending people down there to inspect it.
Christie's having another town meeting.
What the hell brought that on? That's what's on the news. The drought in California. The television influences my mind. I was just wondering why they didn't open all these valves up and stuff. Before all that land dried up. It was on the Hannity show. Maybe it's time Hannity repeated it.
I can't hear
I
this
think
guy.
to
Wait a
myself.
minute.
That's why all the national media are here at this event in Monmouth County, New Jersey. Because despite everything that hangs over him right now, Chris Christie is still the front runner for the GOP ticket.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. He held my medicine up. He held medicine up for seizures. Christie guy. What happened? I stopped thinking.
That's why I can't hear it. I was taping it upstairs. I get to bed at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I tape
There's two of them on
when
there.
Mr. Around, especially his emails. Oh, I love those emails. And this is my way of keeping a diary on this tape recorder.
NFL substance abuse. Who the hell? NFL substance abuse. The NFL wants to make marijuana a pain-fighting drug. I've seen that on television. I read the bottom of the news. Nobody reads the bottom. And I stopped thinking for some reason. So what are you thinking of? Oh, that's that damn show last night. Didn't get it very good. Let's fast forward this sucker. See what's on here. Director, reporter. Huh?
All our fruits and vegetables. There's no restrictions on what they put on Mexico. Unless we're sending people down there to inspect it. What the hell brought that on?
They can be bribed.
That's what's on the news.
Airborne
The drought in California. The television influences my mind.
Yeah.
I was just wondering why they didn't open all these valves up and stuff.
Yeah, let that water flow.
Before all that land dried up. It was on the Hannity show. Maybe it's time Hannity repeated it.
Yeah.
I think to myself.
A little fish. Crazy.
That's why I
These
can't
other
hear it. I was
fishermen
taping
up
it
north
upstairs.
wanted that, yeah.
I get to bed at 8 o'clock. I tape when Mr. Around, especially his emails. Oh, I love those emails. And this is my way of keeping a diary on this tape recorder.
The weather, it's the pattern. It happens. I agree that we are experiencing something, the likeness of which we've never seen.
So what are you thinking, man? I don't know. That ain't working out too good. No, let's see what's on here.
California just went through a drought.
Yeah.
Well, they diverted the water in California from some valley where we grow our vegetables and shit because of a little fish, a smite. Fish, some kind of fish. I don't know if America was watching that Hannity show, but he disclosed it.
No, they weren't watching that shit. They watch Price is Right about now. What else do they watch? Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal. The Murray Show. They got some show comes on at 12 o'clock, all about sex and shit, you know. This is Al Jazeera I'm watching now. Trying to pick up my thoughts. And I think it'll help Alzheimer's. Once you learn how to use I can't understand it. Venezuela unrest. I can't understand it. Do you know that Castro is still alive? And do you know what's keeping him alive? I don't think you know this, Mr. and Miss America. Cocaine. Cocaine. I'm not kidding you. Chavez was sending cocaine to Fidel Castro to fight his intestinal cancer. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was on television. Now we got strain found in Mexico. This is on Al Jazeera. So you got your choice, Mr. and Mrs. America, of listening to what the hell you want to listen to, or local news. Now they're talking about pills.
Nasty case of the flu. She contracted a potentially deadly form of tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis.
If you think TB is a disease, that was a...
Yeah, tuberculosis. What am I thinking of? Where the hell is it? What are you thinking of? Let's fast forward this. I can't understand it this time. Yeah. Washington State, wait a minute. Washington State passes measures seems illegally. Eligible for college. I don't understand you, man. Somebody claims responsibility for 2 bomb explosions in Beirut. Yeah, I think them people are absolutely nuts. That's why our forefathers got away from that part of the world. Them people are crazy.
Look it up on YouTube.
And as far as us going to war, and that Constitution, Ron Paul,
who's 83.
I think our founding fathers didn't even know what an airplane was, let alone fly it into our building and kill 3,000 people. So I don't think the Constitution applies.
But he's a little older than I am. 13 years.
That's just my thought.
So he's been playing a lot longer.
I say, wait a minute, I'm thinking here.
To myself from when I don't know when.
Kill 3,000 people, man.
Okay, Michael.
So you got to work around the Constitution to bring these people justice.
One thing you should know about me. There's been manic depression mentioned in my family. My sister had it, and my brother had it, a Vietnam veteran. And I just had a secret. It runs in the family, but I think
next
you'll
time,
find
Mrs.
me
and Mrs.
quite
America.
different to the manic
Stay
depression.
healthy. Mr. and Mrs. Marylander, remember, June primary is coming.